Hi, my name is Emily Kane, and I'm a freshman at Clemson University, and I chose a new student dialogue on disabilities. We began with some icebreakers to get us talking and comfortable with the setting. These included one that showed how everyone was connected by something we had in common, like what we did in high school, our interests, or even the same pets. In this dialogue, we started talking about our social location, introducing ourselves, and sharing our background, views, and opinions on certain subjects. We talked about our race, gender, age, religion, sexual orientation, families, backgrounds, and other aspects that make us who we are. We talked about what it meant to have a dialogue and what it meant to have a debate and what the difference was between those two. We decided that a dialogue was more of just people casually talking about a subject and voicing their opinions and listening to what each person had to say. This usually goes smoothly, and no one is really arguing or trying to prove their ideas right or better than the others. A debate, on the other hand, is when people are talking about a subject and their ideas are conflicting. So it goes back and forth from people arguing and trying to persuade the other that their idea is the right one. Um, I don't feel like our group achieved a true dialogue because not everyone really wanted to contribute to the discussion. We had some active voices in our group, but there's just a few, and these few had really strong feelings about their ideas. We also had some reserved voices in our group, and even when they were called on, they didn't really have much to say or didn't want to really participate. These people seemed to be pretty neutral about the subject at hand, and like they didn't really care either way. Um, I was more on the reserve side just because the conversations were getting so heated and I didn't want to argue, but I do have my own strong opinions, so I did voice my opinion every now and then. But when the active voices were heard, we figured out that a dialogue could turn into a debate, and that's exactly what happened at ours. Um, a dialogue is an important component of Library 100. Um, it gets us used to talking with other students about a subject, which is much like many of our university classes. This helps us to realize that everyone has their own opinions on things, and it helps you establish your own viewpoints on controversial subjects. I think this was a very useful tool in my university experience because it definitely broadened my perspectives on people with disabilities and how much of an impact it has on people's lives who either have disabilities or have loved ones with disabilities. If a dialogue could broaden my viewpoints on something I already had strong opinions on, then I know a dialogue could do that for almost any subject. And this is very helpful in life, having an open mind. My senior year of high school, I got a little taste of being disabled in a way because I broke a bone in the bottom of my foot into 4 pieces while playing basketball. It broke during a game at the beginning of the season, and I couldn't put any weight on it, and was on crutches for about 3 months. And then after I got off of my crutches, I was in a walking boot for another 3 months. During that time, I really began to appreciate being able to walk because it was such a struggle doing everyday things when I couldn't walk. And also because of my injury, I had to sacrifice my senior year of basketball, which was really hard for me. And I can't even imagine all the things that disabled people or people with disabled loved ones, all that they have to sacrifice in their day-to-day lives. I know that my injury wasn't nearly as bad as what people with disabilities have to deal with every day, but it really did put into perspective how lucky I really am to be able to walk and not have to worry about how I'm going to do certain everyday things in my life. And from my experience, I gained a lot of respect for people with disabilities and their ability to push through the hard parts of life and live out their lives. But so this is my vlog on my dialogue, and that's pretty much it. And that was a summary. Hope you enjoyed it.